الأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام. ثواب من أعتق رقبة من ولد إسماعيل عليه السلام.
اللهم رب هذه الكتاب والسادة القائمات سيدنا محمد الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة مقاما محمودا الذي وته وسكن شفاعته يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. الصلاة والسلام
هذا عبد من عبادي أكثر الصلاة محمد، فوعزتي وجلالي ووجودي ومجدي وارتفاعي لأعطينه بكل حرف صلى قصرا في الجنة، وليأتيني يوم القيامة تحت لواء الحمد نور وجهه كالقمر ليلة البدر وكفه في كف حبيبي محمد. هذا لمن قالها كل يوم جمعة له هذا الفضل، والله ذو الفضل العظيم. اللهم إني أسألك بحق ما حمل كرسيك من عظمتك وقدرتك وجلالك وبهائك وسلطانك، وبحق اسمك المخزون المكنون الذي سميت به نفسك وأنزلته في كتابك واستأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك، أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد عبدك ورسولك. وأسألك باسمك الذي إذا دعيت به أجبت وإذا سئلت به أعطيت. وأسألك باسمك الذي وضعته على الليل فأظلم، وعلى النهار فاستنار، وعلى السماوات فاستقلت، وعلى الأرض فاستقرت، وعلى الجبال فرست، وعلى الصعبة فذلت، وعلى ماء السماء فسكبت وعلى ماء السحاب فأمطرت. وأسألك بما سألك به سيدنا محمد نبيك، وأسألك بما سألك به سيدنا آدم نبيك، وأسألك بما سألك به أنبياؤك ورسلك وملائكتك المقربون صلى الله عليهم أجمعين، وأسألك بما سألك به أهل طاعتك أجمعين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مطحية والجبال مرسية والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب منيرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد علمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما أحصاه اللوح المحفوظ من علمك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في أم الكتاب عندك، وصل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك، وصل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد ملء ما أنت خالقه من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد صفوف الملائكة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Resul-i Ekrem ve Nebi-i Muhterem sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem Efendimiz Hazretlerinin aziz, pak, münevver, mutahhar ruhu şeriflerine salavat-ı şerife getirenlerin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. âl-i ezvacı, tahiret evladı, Resul-i Eshab bizim efendilerimizin, sair enbiya-i izam ve Resulü fiyan hazıratın ervah şeriflerine, Pirimiz Bilal Habeş radıyallahu anh efendimizin, mihmandar Resul-i Kibriya, Eyüp Sultan Halid bin Zeyd, Eba Eyüp el-Ensar radıyallahu anh, Şah Mürşidan, Şah Hacı Muhammed Bahattin Şah-ı Nakşibend el-Buhari, Mevlana Celaleddin el-Rumi, Mevlana Ziyaddin el-Halid el-Bağdadi, Sahib-ü Zaman, Kıbletül İslam, Şeyh Mevlana Nazım Adil el-Ekani, Kaddesallahu esraruhum hazıratın ervahı için, Hademül Harameynü Şerifin Yâhu Sultan Selim Han, Ebu el-Feth vel-Megazi Fatih Sultan Mehmet Han ve Serdar Hakan Sultan Abdülhamid Han cennet mekan, Firdevs-i Aşiyen hazıratın ervahına ve aynı inayetine, alelhusus bu caminin banisi, sahib-el hayrat ve el-hasenat, sahib-ü seyf Şeyh Abdülkerim el-Kıbrıs el-Rabbani Hazretlerinin, varisül makam, tabib-el kulub, Şeyh Lokman Efendi Hazretlerinin ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş, İmam, müezzin, kayyum cemaatinin ve kahve ehli imanın ervahı için, Allah rızası için El-Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen-nebî. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Vessalatu vesselamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmadullah Teala ve nastağfiru eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh ve eşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve sahibi tabi'i hulefen raşidin mahadin min ba'di ve zemmeti ala tahkik hususan minhum alamati hulefen rasul ala tahkik umarel mu'minin Hazreti Ebu Bakr ve Osman ve Ali ve ala bakr sahabi ve tabi'in ridvanullah ta'ala aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhel mu'minul hazirun Allah Teala inna Allah ma'allezine teqallezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve murselin. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, the Lord of honor and might. All praises are due to Allah who says in the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Hujurat, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The believers are nothing except for brothers. So make peace between your brothers and fear Allah so that you may receive mercy. O you who believe, don't let some people among you laugh at others. It might be that they are better than them. And don't let women laugh at other women. Perhaps they may be better than them. And don't insult each other. And don't insult each other with nicknames. Bad is the name of disobedience after one's faith. And whoever does not make repentance, such are the evildoers. O you who believe, avoid suspicion as much as possible, because suspicion is a crime. And don't spy on each other and don't backbite each other. Would any of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? No, you would hate it. But fear Allah. Indeed, Allah is accepting of repentance, the most merciful. O mankind, truly we have created you male and female and made you nations and tribes so that you might know one another. Truly, the most honored of you in the sight of Allah is the one with the most righteous. Truly, Allah is the knower, the aware. Sadaqallah al-Azim. May all peace and blessings be upon the Sultan of the Messengers, Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ, who said, when someone sends salawat to me greatly, according to what is due to me, Allah Azza wa Jalla creates from that salawat an angel with one wing in the east and one wing in the west, with his feet resting in the lowest part of the earth and his neck bowed under the arsh. Allah Azza wa Jalla says to that angel, bless my servant as long as he blesses my prophet. And the angel will continue to bless that person until Judgment Day. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim taslima. May peace and blessings also be upon his noble family and blessed companions, especially upon the four Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Umar Farooq, Hazrat Osman al-Ghani, and Hazrat Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. May peace and blessings be upon our grand sheikhs of the most distinguished Naqshbandi way. May peace and blessings be upon the Khulafa, especially upon the Padishahs of the House of Osman, the protectors of the Shariat, the defenders of the Sunnat, and all those who honor them and walk in their footsteps until the last day. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun. O believers, for those of you who are awake and aware and have taqwa of their Lord, congratulations. Mubarak. For those who are living according to the sunnah of their Rasul, Mubarak. For those who are keeping their promise and guarding their bayat to the awliya, Mubarak. Mubarak because we are at the threshold of the 3 Mubarak months of Rajab, Sha'ban, and Ramazan. The month of Allah, the month of the Prophet, and the month of the Ummah. The months that contain the holy nights of Ragaib, Miraj, Bara'at, and Qadr. The months that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set in His divine calendar for an opportunity for Bani Adam, and especially for the Ummati Muhammad ﷺ to run back to the pleasure of their Lord. There are very few places left in the world that are giving you excitement for the 3 holy months. These teachings have become lost, they've become strange. And the people who are not running to find themselves, they just left them. So if we have these teachings, if we have these traditional teachings that 1400 years of Muslims held onto with their lives, we should also guard them and we should protect them. Alhamdulillah that we are in this Dergah, this Osmanli Dergah, this Dergah of Sahib al-Saif, where our hearts start beating strongly again when the holy months come. It is not the physical heart. It is a spiritual heart that must thirst and must want and must be passionate, because this is the time when the heart gets rejuvenated. Sahib al-Saif is saying, talking about the importance of these days, once the Holy Prophet ﷺ was passing through a cemetery and he got very sad. He said to the Sahabi Kiram, everyone in this cemetery is under the punishment until I asked forgiveness on their behalf. And Allah forgave them and He moved the punishment away from them. If these people had shown respect to one night properly, to the night of Rajab, one night, one day fasting and one night standing and worshipping during the time of Rajab, then they would not be in this punishment by this time. So alhamdulillah, we're approaching the 3 holy months. The month of Allah, Rajab, the Holy Prophet ﷺ's month, Sha'ban, and the nation of Muhammad ﷺ's month, Ramazan. Whether we're in this world or not, it's coming and it's going. But how is it going? Are we showing the proper respect and care to these months? Are you showing just that much importance that you're showing to this fake calendar's new year? Millions of Muslims don't know. They don't know now that Rajab is coming. Not one, millions. But ask them, when is the new year? They already prepared everything. So are we showing that much happiness that we're receiving the month of Rajab? If you do, then you're a winner. If not, cry for yourself. If you're not showing any care, if you're not showing any importance, if your heart is not moving you when holy month like that is coming, then your faith is dying. That faith is very dim and is finishing. So during these months are the months that we may generate electricity to our faith and we may move again. We may start moving again during the month of Rajab. As a holy man said, the month of Rajab is a month of planting the seed. The month of Sha'ban is the month that the seed is growing and start giving the fruit. And the month of Ramazan is when you start collecting the fruit. Words of Haqq coming from the friend of Haqq. And the friends of Allah, they speak the truth. These are the words of our Shaykh. O believers, understand how tremendous, how blessed and how important Rajab is. Hazrat Anas radiallahu an, a companion of the Prophet ﷺ, is narrating that the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Rajab is a tremendous month and Allah multiplies good deeds in this month. So whoever fasts one day of Rajab is like he fasted a year. Whoever fasts 7 days of Rajab, the 7 gates of hell are closed to him. Whoever fasts 10 days of Rajab, he will not ask Allah anything except that Allah will grant it. Whoever fasts 15 days from Rajab, an announcer will call out from the paradises, truly you have been forgiven for whatever is past. So renew your good actions. All your bad deeds have been transformed into good deeds. And whoever does more, Allah gives him even more. And in Rajab, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala carried Nuh alayhi salam in the ship, and he fasted and ordered all those with him to fast. And the ship sailed with them for 6 months until the first 10 days of Muharram. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is also saying, Rajab is one of the 4 sacred months in which fighting is forbidden. Its days are written on the gates of the 6th paradise. When a man fasts one of its days and renews his fasting with taqwa of Allah, then Allah makes that gate to speak. And the gate says, O our Lord, forgive him. And if the man does not make his fasting with the taqwa of Allah, the gate does not ask forgiveness. And it is said, your own ego has betrayed you. Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim Adil al-Haqqani is announcing the majesty of this month, saying, this month is Rajab Shahrullah. It is a magnificent month. It is carrying the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rajab Shahrullah. And that is why Ayyuhal mu'minun wa ayyuhal muslimun wa ayyuhal mukhlisun. Be careful. Praise and glorify Allah this month. And the words of the Sultan and the Awliya speak the truth. O believers, this month, this coming month is magnificent and it is honorable. Don't sit and be lazy during these days that are coming. Don't be too caught up and drunk in the dunya. Escape. Wake up and live according to the honor of being Hazrati Insan. Sit and think and be with your Lord. Hazrati Insan cannot be in ghaflat and he cannot be lazy. Holy Prophet ﷺ was showing a dua to us saying, Ya Allah, I seek protection in you from anxiety and from weakness, from laziness, from debt, and from being overpowered by other men. Believer must seek protection from laziness. Tariqat teaches that protection. Tariqat must teach a man to get up and to move for the sake of Allah. That as much passion as you have to move for the sake of acquiring this dunya, you must have the same passion, if not more, to acquire for akhirat, to acquire the pleasure of Allah. As our Shaykh is saying over and over, where there is movement, where there is harakat, then there is barakat. Where there is movement, where there is activity, there is blessing in that place. Where there is love, muhabbat, there is mercy, rahmat in that place. These two lines, they give the whole description of Dergah. Dergah is there to make a man move for Allah's sake, to become blessed and to learn to love for the sake of Allah, so that he finds mercy. Rajab is the time to do this. Even if we make mistakes, Rajab is the time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us to fix things and to return to our honor. Sahib al-Saif is giving this teaching, saying, in the old days during the month of Rajab, the sheikhs were preparing their murids, reaching to certain stations and putting them in halwat in that month to get the best out from them. Now today's people making halwat in the bed, all day long, all night long, sleeping. Tawbah ya Rabbi, Tawbah astaghfirullah. How much we have to say Tawbah ya Rabbi, Tawbah astaghfirullah, endlessly. Because our grandfather Adam alayhi salam, he became disobedient to Jalawala subhanahu wa ta'ala only one time. Only one time he became disobedient. He was sent out from paradise to earth. He suffered on earth over 300 years. He was crying for forgiveness. He's standing on one foot and crying, asking for forgiveness. But he was already forgiven. He was already forgiven. When he asked forgiveness, but Allah sending him down to earth saying, you must be clean. Must be clean. We must be clean. Because it's not Adam alayhi salam who's the one committing the sin. It's you. It's me. We are the ones who commit the sin. He was carrying our seed, which forced him to do that. How many times a day we are becoming disobedient to Allah? Count by yourself. You will know how many times a day. You will know. If you are not living Islamic lifestyle, definitely your whole life is disobedience. But the mercy is reaching again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is keeping the door open, saying these are weak servants. And now the month of Rajab enter. If you're showing proper respect to this month, He may clean you up. So don't sit doing nothing during this month, or continue talking too much, or backbiting, or arguing, or fighting. No. It's never giving anybody anything. Never going to give anything. Only thing that it gives you is problem, trouble, and the fire. Nothing else. And people, 21st century people, they become completely enemy to each other, sitting next to each other, but they are enemies to each other. They are ready to bite each other. Yes, they are not afraid from someone. Look what happens. Some people, they are afraid of someone and they are holding their horses. Don't be like that one. Have fear from Allah Jalla wa'ala. Allah is watching. His Prophet is watching. His angels are watching, Your angels are watching. They are recording what you're doing. One angel on the right side, one angel on the left side. Today, the angel on the right side doesn't have a job to do anymore in the month of Rajab. Because today's people, they are not doing anything good anymore. Especially, but the left side angel, non-stop writing. Change that for your own self. It is not a joke. It is not something that you're going to smile about it. You are in it. Watch your book. Watch your daily life. How are you living? Does it fit to the calendar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If it's not fitting to that calendar, you are in trouble. These are the words of our Shaykh. Listen. We are obligated to listen and to put it to our lives. In Rajab, we should wake up a little bit more and start living and thinking like believers again. To start feeling and acting like believers again. How does a believer think? Shaykh Effendi is telling us, Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying to us in one hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has hidden His liking and His pleasure in the good deeds that you are doing. Meaning, He is hiding the good deed that will earn His pleasure among the good deeds. All the good deeds that you are doing. Is Allah going to be pleased because you pray 5 times a day? Or is He going to be pleased because as you are walking in the street, you see a stone and you move it aside so that no one is going to fall on it? You don't know. You don't know which action you are going to do that is going to please Allah and Allah is going to be happy with. That is why Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying that Allah is hiding it. So whatever comes in front of you, if it is a good action, then a believer is going to run to do it. Maybe in this action Allah is going to be pleased with me. Never is there going to be an end to it because it is hidden and you are not going to know. So until the angel of death comes, you are going to run, moving and doing things for the sake of Allah. And the more things you do for the sake of Allah, the more pleasure you are going to get in your heart. More satisfaction is going to come and your faith is going to grow stronger. Laziness is going to run away from you. Weakness is going to run away from you. Foolishness is going to run away from you. The bottom point is Shaitan is going to pull himself and his army away from you because now you're getting closer to Rahman. Every deed that you're doing is bringing you closer to Allah, and as you are coming closer to Allah, Shaitan is running away from you. Holy Prophet ﷺ is also saying he is hiding his anger inside the sins that you are committing. You don't know which sin you are going to commit, and you're going to get the anger of Allah. Now this is a very important point. You may say to yourself, I committed all these wrong sins and I did not get the anger of Allah. Just then, maybe you are going to turn your head to look at something forbidden to you and you may get the anger. So now, you have to control yourself. You have to turn back to yourself. You have to try not to do anything then, because getting the anger of Allah is not like getting the anger of your friend or your buddy. If you get your Lord angry with you, then you finish yourself. So that is also hidden. An intelligent man cannot say, oh, let me do this and I'm going to say astaghfirullah later. You may not have the chance to say astaghfirullah. You may not be given the chance. These words, if a man takes them and applies them to his life, definitely he will find safety here and hereafter. The month of Rajab is the month to start fixing our thinking, our feelings, our attitudes. Rajab is the time to move for Allah's sake. Then we will see the reality of the hadith that when we walk towards Allah, we will find Him running towards us. We have so many chances. Inshallah Rahman, if Allah grants us life on Monday night, Rajab will enter. Inshallah, on Thursday night, it will be Ragaib. Believers, murids, they don't miss the chance. Because what is coming for the Ragaib and for the Rajab of this year, never before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, and never again it will come. We must wake up. inshallah. Allahumma barik lana fi Rajab wa Sha'ban wa balighna Ramadan. Ya Allah, bless us in Rajab and Sha'ban and let us reach Ramadan. Ya Rabbi, give us the energy to run for your sake. Ya Rabbi, let us be rid of our ghaflat and our laziness. Ya Rabbi, let us find your pleasure and keep us far away from your anger. Ya Rabbi, let us find the pleasure of our Rasul. Ya Rabbi, let us find the pleasure of our Shaykh. We're asking to be blessed in these 3 holy months through the dua of Ghawsul Azam, Shaykh Abdul Qadir al-Gailani Qadaslah Sir. Ya Allah, truly you are our only means. And we beg of you, and we turn our faces towards you with the means of your exalted book and through the means of the noble Prophet sent by you, Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, and through the means of his honor and majesty, and through the means of his grandfathers, Sayyidina Ibrahim and Sayyidina Ismail, and through the means of his companions, Sayyidina Abu Bakr and Sayyidina Omar, and the possessor of the 2 lights, Sayyidina Usman, and through his family, Sayyidatina Fatima and Sayyidina Ali, and their 2 sons, Sayyidina Hassan and Sayyidina Hussein, and his uncles, Sayyidina Hamza and Sayyidina Abbas, and his blessed wives, Sayyidatina Khadija and Sayyidatina Aisha. Ya Rabbi, for the sake of our Grand Shaykh and our Shaykh, be pleased with us. Amen. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah al-azim wa nazim. La ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك سبوح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبوح قدوس ربنا سبوح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة إن الدين عند الله الإسلام قام الصلاة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قام الصلاة قد قام الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
سيدنا مولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله عليه وسلم.
استغفر الله سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا اله الا الله والله اكبر ولا حول ولا قوه الا بالله العلي العظيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإياك نعبد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم.
لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم.
ذو الجلال والكمال سبحانك يا عظيم. سبحان الله.
سبحان الله.
غنيمة الإسلام وشرف الإيمان دائما الحمد لله. تعالى أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحانك تماثلا. لا إله إلا الله والله وحده لا شريك له. له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. سبحان ربي العلي الأعلى الوهاب.
آمين. حسبنا الله. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. حسبنا الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من الرسل وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. الله أكبر.
لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله.
لا إله إلا الله. سيدنا مولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد
وعلى آل محمد وسلم. صل يا رب وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات. على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات. على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات. صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسوله وجميع الكلام محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه السلام. ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته رضي الله تبارك وتعالى سادنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين. ونتابع بميسان ومشاهدنا الماتين والأمال المتقين والأنبياء الصالحين. وإلى مشايخنا بتركة النقشبندية العليا قدس الله تعالى المعوذ من ور الله تعالى بركة ور الله تعالى بركات من في ذات دائما والحمد لله رب العالمين.
الفاتحة. فاتحة.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد.
آمين. إلى شرف النبي المصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. الفاتحة.
Biz Osmanlıyız.
Biz Osmanlıyız.
Tek şanlıyız.
Tek şanlıyız.
Tekbir.
Allahu Ekber.
Tekbir.
Allahu Ekber.
Tekbir.
Allahu Ekber.
Walillahil hamd. Selamun aleyküm. Cuma mübarek inşallah. May our days be Mubarak. May our weeks, our months and our years be Mubarak.
Amin.
May we live in Mubarak, may we die in Mubarak, may we be raised in Mubarak inshallah. May Allah forgive us for the sake of His Holy Prophet ﷺ, and the holy ones in our Shaykh inshallah. May Allah make us to be strong, make us to be sincere in these coming months, and make us to have the strength to continue, not to just take something and to drop it like that. May Allah forgive us and accept our weak service, and may Allah be happy with us. Al-Fatiha. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Sit comfortable. You can afford to be lazy. You can afford to. They're claiming, oh, all these Muslims, everything, they're lazy. Go to any third world Muslim country. They're the most hardworking people. Huh? Then go to Muslims that they have everything. Okay, this sohbat going on. Kids, go inside the small masjid. Hadi. Hey. Go inside over there and talk. Don't talk here. Later you can talk. Go, go, go. Bring them. Farid, bring. Young, you're not taught, or you don't feel or experience the results, the consequences of being lazy. Everything is upbringing, no? When your parents, either they care or they love you too much, or they don't care, and they let you to be like that. Teachers, educators, everyone that is around you, when they see something is wrong, and they just let you to be like that. They're not raising you, they're busy with their lives. They're not raising you, they're busy with their lives. When they're raising you, they see, okay, this kid is very good in this way, mashallah. This kid is not so good. We can try to do something. This kid is like this. As much as you can in Islam is very fair. They say until they reach to a certain age. It's not even after that. Till they reach to the age of, number one is baligh, yeah? Which is maturity. Reason. They can reason by themselves. Once they can reason by themselves, then you don't say too much. You cannot. Now it's like, you know how the bamboo is growing straight and tall? You cannot bend it just like that. But they say, but if you want to bend the bamboo, when it's just coming out, when it's a shoot, then you bend it. What? You're going to change people that they have all these kind of characteristics when they are not only mature, when they are 20, 30, 40 years old? I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's very difficult. You can still bend bamboo, right? When it's mature. How? You have to split it. You have to heat it up. You have to put fire to it, and then you bend it. Then you have to tie it. How difficult is that? Meaning man, after they reach a certain age, you cannot change them. They may say, that you cannot. A little bit, you're seeing that. If they want to change. And tariqat is not for forcing people. We say, we give sohbat. We don't give advice, because only prophets give advice. We say like this and like this. Up to you. You want to change, you change. That is maturity. So you have to start. You have to say, this is good when they're like this. This is not so good when they're like that. No, they have to be mature enough so that you can understand, they can understand, and you have to say. You reach to your child to be mature, then before you tell him you must sleep in this hour. You wait for your child to be mature in their teens, then you say, okay, you have to stop wearing diapers. What happened? Why don't you talk to them? Why don't you reason to them? Why don't you talk nicely, give them a whole big lecture? No, you don't, right? Because there's certain basic things that you know that they have to pick up, certain skills. To be hardworking is a skill. But if the child is raised to be like that, and they don't have to answer for it, what do you expect them to be later on? Same way. They find a way that is just going to be in a situation where it's comfortable to be like that until they die. Or until they hit something, they say, nope, I cannot do it like this. Living in my parents' basement, I can. But once I come out, I cannot. Okay? So, don't you see? Even a punishment is a rahmat. But this punishment is not Allah punishing us. We are punishing ourselves. Even that is a mercy. And Allah is saying, the sign that Allah does not love that servant, He's not even going to give him a toothache. None, nothing. Why should a person be caring about how his room looks? If he's been raised like that, every time he makes a mess, mother is going to clean up. So how are you going to teach now people, or kids, or people, or adults, that there are consequences to their actions? You can speak, you can say, but they're not going to believe you until they go through it. This is why Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying the best knowledge is the knowledge that you experience. Not just something you listen and you read, and there's someone reciting it to you, and they use nice words, nice singing, nice songs. No, until you experience. That is the best knowledge. Others, it's also knowledge, but it's not the best knowledge. So you have to experience. Let them experience when they're growing up. Don't let them experience when they're in their 30s or 40s. It's too late. That time they might change also for the wrong reasons. You don't change. So many people change, but they don't change for the right reasons. They change for the wrong reasons. So many people might change also, but they change not for the sake of Allah, they change for the sake of their ego. So many people become good too. Yeah, it's good. They pray and they do this, but it's not for the sake of Allah, it's for their own sake, so they don't go to Jahannam. These are different levels. I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm saying people do that. Okay, you can start with that, but you cannot be stuck with that and to die with that. Maybe you start with that. I want to be good because I want to enter the Jannah. Yes, but a believer always has to want to do more and more and more. He says, oh, it is not good enough. Allah is giving me without asking anything back. He's giving me without me even asking. Why I have to make a deal with Him? What? Is He my business partner? Once upon a time, Nasruddin Hoja, he was planting wheat. He planted it 1 year, wheat didn't come out. There's a few pieces coming out here and there, very miskin looking. He says, what am I going to do? He says, the best partner that I can have in this world is Allah. So he's saying, Allah, I make you to be my business partner. You help me plant this wheat, and if it comes out, 50% is yours and 50% is mine. Don't laugh. Everybody does this. Don't laugh because people look at their zakat and they don't even say 50%. Suddenly everyone becomes very shariat. So Nasruddin Hoja is saying 50% you, 50% me. Half is yours and half is mine. Okay? Deal. So he planted. Allah. Next year the wheat came up. So much, so beautiful, so green, so healthy. He started cutting it. He waited for it to dry. He hid it all by himself. Then he divided it into 2 big piles. So he says, a deal is a deal. 50% is yours, 50% is mine. But I mean, you don't really need it. I need it. So what about 25% yours, 75% mine? So he starts putting it here. He says, I think this is good, he's saying. We renegotiate. Then he looked at that pile again and it's like, even 25% is too much for you. You're not in need of anything. Now, let me take a little bit more. So he started taking. When he was starting taking, suddenly the weather changed. And a storm came and blew everything away. He got very scared. Then the thunder and lightning started. So he says, okay, stop. He says, you win, okay? You take 100%. It's okay. But do you still have to turn on your flashlight and to look whether there's anything left or not? Consequences. People still believe there is a fear from Allah and knowing that things are coming from Allah. There is ritual in Islam, but there is no faith that is coming from Allah. It's because of this, it's because of this. It's because of nature, it's because of my hard work. It's because, don't you know, in real terms of a believer, you cannot even say, this medicine is curing me. You cannot say that. Allah is a curer. It's not that. Oh, so everything that they are doing is connected to Allah. Now, the only connection to Allah is going up and down like a robot 5 times a day. If we're doing that, if we are connected in namaz. Beyond that is nothing. No zikr, no nothing. Nothing to wake up the heart. So there's no connection. Why should there be a connection? It's like Allah doesn't exist in life. Only namaz, Ramazan, a little bit here, a little bit there. Only in Kaaba, He's there. I feel really nice if I go there. Oh, it should not be like that. Yeah. We're not asking Allah to punish us. We cannot bear His punishment. We're not asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be a judge. We're asking Him to be merciful. But we should not be spoiled. How is a kid spoiled? You give him what he wants. And what?
You remove any adversity.
No, he's surrounded by people who will give him what he wants. Correct? Okay. People, situations. People make the situations anyway. So even if he crashes his car, don't worry, it's okay. Even if he does this, don't worry, it's okay. Even if he does that, don't worry. So it's not really situations. The people who will change the situation. Take him away from the Jamaat that is spoiling him. He will change. He has to. Because the man's religion is according to the religion of his friends. You understand? He has to. We have kids, you see how they change every day. By what? By their friends. Hey, how did you pick this up? Oh, okay. So, I mean, people are lazy. All of you we're coming here, we don't know this, we don't know that, but at least by voluntary, willingly, we pulled ourselves away from those situations and those people and their surroundings and everything, that we can just get anything easily, and we're putting ourselves here. We're holding on to Shaykh Effendi. Is he forcing us? No. Is he giving us anything? No. Because we're looking for something, because we understand our heart a little bit, and we want to be with him. So now there's not too much chance. Even if people are continuing it, how long can you continue? How long can you keep it up? And you have to change, like what Shaykh Effendi says, easy way or hard way. You have to change. Easy way or hard way. Understand? Yeah, look at this one. Used to be mommy's boy. Go to school, learning very important subjects, let's say. And now he comes and becomes a shepherd. He worked so hard, I called him grasshopper today. Yeah. He's moving. I mean, he's still a little bit idiot, but at least he's moving, he's doing, it's very good. Yeah. Especially for children of immigrants to do labor like this, it's they say it is dishonorable. Correct or no? Say, especially Pakistanis. What? To do shepherd. We came out from that to become doctors and lawyers and engineers. Don't you know? You are my children to do that. You say, but every prophet was a shepherd. It's so difficult. So many of you, you know how it is. Your parents see you doing some sort of a work. We're doing work for what? It's not for money. It's not for this. It's not for that. It's for the sake of Allah. To clean yourself, to train, to become more responsible, to not be lazy, to understand that this is the works of the prophets and the saints, the dervishes. We're doing that. All these things, if we talk about prophets and saints and dervishes and awliyas and dergahs and taqiyas and all these zawiyas and things, the parents say, oh, mashallah, mashallah, they like it. Ashki Rasul. But we say, now, you love him so much, try to walk in his footsteps, literally. Say, oh, how are you going to make him to do that? We don't make anyone to do anything. But they themselves look at it and they say this is wrong. It's not. Some people say, oh, it is not our class. We're not in that class. What class? Huh? You think you're sitting on the throne? The only throne that you sit on is there in the toilet. That is your throne. You sit on that throne to know this is my throne. And look at what kind of dirtiness comes out from you. So, no need to be so proud like that. So these are the things that, especially growing up, we expose it. We teach. What are we teaching? We're teaching the birds to fly, and we're teaching the fish to swim. We're not going to teach the bird how to swim or the fish how to fly. We're not putting them through a factory to produce something. Everyone has to be the same. No. Everyone has a secret. Everyone has a skill. Everyone has a use. You only need a good leader who's able to work everything properly. If your brain is not working, you cannot even move your fingers. No, the brain is not moving. But if you are not going to obey the brain, you cannot move. The whole body cannot move. May Allah not test us with that. Oh, it's much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Of course, I don't have to say, the khutbah is saying about fasting in the month of Rajab. I don't have to say, if you want to fast the first day, go ahead. If you want to fast first day, right up to Ragaib, right up to 7 days, 15 days, a whole month, go ahead. If you want to say, I want to fast Rajab, preparation for Ragaib, and then for Miraj, because I want, every year there is a Miraj. And I want to be in that Miraj. I want to prepare myself. Go ahead. If I want to prepare myself now from the Miraj, since the time is very short, to prepare myself for Barat, where all my deeds are going to be sent. And they're going to decide how I've done this year to decide on the next year. Do it. You do to yourself. Don't tell others to do. You do to yourself. If you want. It's a very big reward for us, especially since we are still in this kind of weather. It is still a big mercy to us. I remember those times when we have to fast in the summertime. Different mercy also coming. If we can't do that, then that time, Ramadan is coming and you're just harvesting. That's why they say Ramadan, you should just keep still a little bit. As much as we can, living in this crazy world. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Afiyat olsun. They give you some soup. I don't know. What is that? Huh? Huh? Fruit custard? Healthy. Do you have a spoon? Huh?